Hello dear customers, operators, players. Today we are going to replace the old Laserwar board with new 10th generation board. So what we've got here is a solderer, several heat shrinking tubes, Rossine alcohol flask for soldering, and this is my sniper rifle that I'm using for 7 years, and now it has a 6th generation motherboard inside it, and we're going to replace it with 10th generation. Okay, let's start. So we need to mount the camera. So what we've got here is a new 10th generation motherboard from Laserwar. It has internal Bluetooth and Wi-Fi module, and we have our old sniper rifle. All electronics is installed in magazine. It has a lot of wires. It has external Bluetooth module. It has no Wi-Fi, but it has a very large board, and we are going to cut the wires and resolder them just one by one. We have a scheme here from Laserwar. It is in Russian, but you can get the same in English, of course. Firstly, we will cut the wires of the speaker and resolder them to the new board. Cutting the wires. There is no matter how we will solder them. There is no matter of plus and minus here. That's why it will be easy. Okay, let's try. We know that we should solder them here, here, and here. This has two points. Just we need to make it so we need to It's not easy for me because I'm making this first time. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to find this tube. I need to use this tube. And let's try to solder. The first one. And the second one. So we just soldered the speaker to the new board, and now we will try to find what we should do the next. The next we will resolder the reloading mechanism. It is made by the button for the sniper rifle, and here is this button connected to the previous board. So we need to cut it and resolder it. Again, we're using special plastic tubes that will be contracted by the heat. And solder them. So to third and the fourth. Here it also doesn't matter where is the plus and where is the minus. Okay, we got it. Let's use the plastic tubes here. And everything is ready again. And now I understand that I've done it wrong, so I shouldn't solder it here and here. I should solder it here and here. Because this is the plan. So I need to resolder them again. It will be easy to cut it off by the solderer. And resolder them to another pins. So we need to solder them to the third here and the fourth here. Okay, let's do it again. So we need this. And this. Again, it's not easy to do it only the first time. If you have some practice in soldering, it will be very easy. Okay, we've done it again. Now we need to resolder the trigger mechanism to the 7th and 8th pin. But firstly we need to find out where is the triggering mechanism in my old sniper rifle. So I see that these two red wires are going to this trigger. That's why I can cut them from the board here and also resolder them to the new board. Let's do it again. So cutting two old wires and resolder them to the new board. So the problem here is that we have very thick wires in the previous rifle, and we need to solder them to very thin pin. That's why we will use another wire. We will longer this wire with thin one and then solder them to the plate. Let's find some thin wire. So I have such thin wires. If you have no them, you can use some wire from your phone cable and so on. So I need to solder one end to this thick wire and another end to this pin. But firstly I need to clear them from plastic. This is how we clear them from plastic. Only the ends of these wires. And unfortunately we have only very thick thermal tube here. We have no options. We will use it. So one, the first and the second. I guess you see that I'm not an engineer. That's why it takes more time. To solder 2 wires. Okay. Now we use these tubes, and now I will display how to use these thermal tubes. I call them thermal contraction tubes, but as far as I understand, they are heat shrink tubes. So I have no special device for using them, that's why I'm using a simple lighter. This way. Use it carefully, please. So I recommend using these heat shrink tubes everywhere. Okay, let's solder the next 2 wires. So we need to solder them to the 7th and 8th pin. It will be not so easy. But I think we will make it. This was 7th. This will be 8th. Okay, so it was not so easy, but we've done it. So here they are, these tubes for soldering. And we have next 5 wires. 2 of them are for battery power and 3 of them will be for the optical system. So the problem is with battery power, because we have 2 wires. One of them should be the plus and the other should be the minus, but I don't know exactly what is the plus and what is the minus. I hope that the red is the plus and the black, this is the red. The red is the plus and the black is the minus, because I don't remember which of them should be the plus. Okay, let's cut them from the old board. Then we should take off the plastic. Now we need the same tubes. That we used before. So these are two pins on the left. The first is minus and the next is plus. Here is the board. So this will be minus and the next will be plus. Let's do it. The first is minus. I hope that it is the black wire, because I hope the previous time I haven't mixed them. Okay, and the net is red and green. It will be the plus. Again, I hope they were not mixed while the previous soldering. So it's not easy for me because I do it the first time. I think that the next plate, the next motherboard will take 5 or 10 minutes. Now we have only 3 wires of optical system, and we can cut them. We can disassemble the optical system and find out which wire is for plus, which wire is for LED, and which wire is for infrared emitter. So we will cut them here from the old board. We don't need these wires because this is external Bluetooth model for the old 6th generation board, and in this new board this model is internal. And now we should disassemble the optical system. It is the old optical system. It's older than parallax and even older than the previous optical system. So it's the system of 7 years ago, maybe. No, we can unscrew it. It's very old and maybe custom optical system. So you should note that the optical system used in the sniper rifle is older than parallax and prism optical systems from Laserwar, because it's the model of that is 7 years old. That's why you will have another scheme of wires and another colors and so on. That's why you will have another scheme. But we know that in my scheme the red is for infrared emitter, the green is for LED, and the yellow is for plus. That's why we will solder them in this way. So let's find these wires here. So this would be for the infrared emitter, and this would be for the LED, and this will be for the plus. And we have them here on the scheme. So this should be green, this should be red, and in the middle we'll have the yellow wire. Now we should release all these wires from plastic. Then use shrink tubes for them and solder them. I think that if I was a pro, I would have special device for cutting the plastic from the wire. But now I have to use simple Swiss knife. Now we need a shrink tube. We need several shrink tubes. Okay, let's use the scheme one more time. So the right pin here will be infrared. That's why we need to use the red wire. Let's do it. Okay, the first wire. Then the central wire is plus, and we know that it is yellow wire. Let's solder it. It was easier than I thought. And the left pin is for green wire. It's LED. LED means LED. And sorry for my English, of course. So here we are. Now we use tubes, and that's all. We've done it. The 10th generation board is ready for operation. Now we need only to place it very carefully to the magazine. Oh, we have, as far as I see, we have one wire unsoldered. I don't see where it's from. I need to check it out. So as far as I remember, this is from the trigger. Yes, this wire is from the trigger, and it should be here. I think it will be easy to resolder it once more. Okay, we're ready. We're ready, but we forgot about the shrink tube again. So we need to unsolder it. Use this special tube. And resolder it again. Sometimes it is not easy to do it, so you need to see what I'm doing. Okay, here. Okay, ready. Now we're using this tube. Then we place all this stuff into our magazine and place it back to the rifle. So as you see, the 10th generation board is inside our sniper rifle. So the next step is updating of your headband firmware from 9th generation to 10th generation. To do it, you should have 9th generation so-called RGB headband, and you should run it in admin mode. To run it in admin mode, you should press the power on button for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The headband runs into admin mode. Now you need just to connect it to your PC, run Lasertech configurator software, connect it, and update firmware. I will show you how to do it on your PC. Start your Lasertech configurator and you will see the number of connected devices here. Okay, you see that headband is connected, and you can go to settings, find update, find the file of your firmware and click update. Application will connect to all headbands. You can check the headband you want to update and click right. So firmware update starts. It will take about 20 or 30 seconds for update all your headbands. And the system will give you a message about successful update. We successfully updated the headband firmware to 10th generation, and now we should connect the gun and the headband. To connect them, just place them near each other, then switch on the gun and switch on the headband by pressing this button for 2 seconds. The gun says playing for the red team, and now you can use your manager device. The gun says waiting for orders, and now you can shoot. The next step is connecting this gun to online configurator, the application that uses online scoring and makes it possible to manage all guns in your club. So connect them to online configurator. I will show you how to do it, and run your games. To connect all your guns to online configurator, you should have a Wi-Fi network, Laserwar_net. It should be of capital letters and should not have a password. You need to make this Wi-Fi network in your Wi-Fi router, or if you have no router, you can use your mobile phone. For example, Android mobile phone. Just make a Wi-Fi point in your router or your mobile phone, name it laserwar_net, make it without a password, connect your PC to this point, and all your guns will be connected to your PC via this point. When guns are connected, you can go to Gun Settings, rename your gun, for example, sniper rifle, and change all other parameters: ID of the player, team color, number of clips, number of cartridges in one clip. You can scroll, you can change burst, you can change all other parameters, and when you're ready, apply settings. Your settings will be changed in 1 second. That's all. The gun is ready for the game, and if you have questions, you can ask them under this video, or you can visit our website laserwar.us, or you can write to sales@laserwar.us. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.